Hi, 7th grade. I just thought that I would put together this video for you. Here you are sitting in Pride and you've just gone over what a veteran is. Maybe you've seen some videos of veterans being reunited with their family. Your Pride teacher has probably already talked about the Veterans Day Breakfast that we do every year in 7th grade. Now that's not until Veterans Day, which is early November, but that breakfast is more than just the 7th grade kids getting to eat some nice food from the PTA. The 7th grade kids inviting veterans from their lives, from the community, in to Brady, and they sit together with the students, and we sit and we learn and we talk and we eat together. But before any of that can happen, for the weeks leading up to Veterans Day, you, every 7th grader, is picking a veteran that you find in your life that your parents know or maybe that you're related to, and you're spending these next couple of weeks really getting to know that veteran. So there's some work that goes into this. We call it the veteran interview because that happens before the veterans breakfast. This interview, the real point is to learn from another person's experience. It's to sit down and talk and hear someone's story. We do a lot of reading stories, we watch stories and film. So this is a different kind. You're going to learn people's stories through them telling their stories and their experiences, and you're going to learn a little bit about humanity. Now, aside from the fact that you're conducting the interview to learn about these people, you're also connecting with them because you're going to invite them to the breakfast. The first thing is, how do you find a veteran? Well, we are going to always ask, have you asked your parents? You need to ask your parents because you think that there's no veterans in your lives. Well, when you ask your parents, they know that cousin so-and-so used to be in the military, or they have friends at work who have friends at work. There are connections that you don't even realize about. Start with talking to your family, start with talking to your parents, and they can reach out to people as well. You need to start looking today. Today you're hearing about all this. Today's the day that you go home and you start looking for a veteran. You can conduct the interview with your veteran in person, over the phone, maybe via email, maybe like FaceTime. It's best when it's in person or over the phone and not just through email because it's really hard to convey stories that way. But the other thing that you'll have to remember is you're going to be asking them questions, they're going to be answering, and you're trying to write it down as much as you can, or you could be typing it, which I don't know how fast that would be. Some people like to just record the interview using a recording device, and then they do write it down later. So those choices are up to you. In terms of the interview questions, some of the questions we have prepared for you. And a lot of those questions are kind of basic, like, what's your veteran's name? By the way, you've got to spell it exactly right because we're going to use his or her name and put it into the printed program, so it's got to be spelled right, okay? What branch of the military were you in? Where were you stationed? Those kind of questions are good because we need that info. Because remember, you're conducting primary research on this person. But at the end of the day, you're trying to tease out a really powerful story. You're trying to allow them to talk and ask them the right questions and the right follow-up questions that get them going in a good story. So you're going to need to come up with questions like, what's one of your vivid memories from your time where you just have a certain concrete memory or a moment that stands out to you? Or maybe you're going to ask them something like, would you do it all again? What was the best part of being in the military? You're trying to ask questions that lead to good stories because all of the answers from your interview question, you're going to be writing about your veteran. Make sure that the kind of questions that you ask and the kind of answers and notes that you take have enough substance to it that you can really write a powerful narrative about your veteran. There's going to be certain due dates for each of these steps along the way. Your Pride teachers are going to be helping you throughout the way, okay? That being said, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching.